Yeah, this is the end for the Oceanic II. Her stern is finally coming clear of the water. Her props are all out, her rudder is out, and now she is rapidly going under. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're back in Vehicle Simulator, and in today's video, we're taking a look at the Oceanic III, a ship that was intended to be built, but unfortunately wasn't completed. So yeah guys, let's get into the video. And here we have the Oceanic III, and this is very cool. It's a great recreation of a ship that unfortunately was never built. Now, this is really cool. We have a lot of details to look at here, but first, a bit of history. Now, in 1927, a different ship was actually under construction called the MV Britannic. Now, when that was under construction, they were working on plans for a larger ship called the Oceanic III. Well, really only the Oceanic, but it was the third Oceanic in White Star Line history. Now, the proposed cost for this liner was going to be $3.5 million, and it would be the largest liner ever built for its time, with a symbolic 1,000 footer mark, so this was a pretty big ship. Only 10 or so days after they signed the contract, they actually were building the ship. The keel was laid and things were going pretty well. But unfortunately, an economic crisis was just around the corner. In the late 1920s, we had an economic crisis, and that unfortunately had to cancel the building of the Oceanic. However, during the time that it was being built, the fleetmate Britannic, which I spoke about earlier, was also under construction, and it actually inherited some of the Oceanic III's designs. Some of these details included the stubby funnels, the flat superstructure, as well as a few other things that are clearly noticeable on the Britannic and the Georgic, which I'll get to in a moment. Now, when the Oceanic III got canceled, they actually started moving some of the things that were required for the Oceanic's building to a different ship, the Georgic, which became the sister ship, or the fleetmate, to the MV Britannic. So these were pretty identical vessels. Of course, there were differences, and you can see those differences if you look close enough. But yeah, these vessels look pretty similar. But again, unfortunately, the Oceanic III was canceled, and here we have it in game. So it's nice to see a not-so-fictional ship, a planned ship by the White Star Line, actually rebuilt in Vehicle Simulator. So yeah, let's go ahead and get sailing. Alright, so here we are on board the Oceanic III, and as you can see, we've got some helms here. We've actually got two on either side of us here, which is interesting. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and get moving here. So let's go ahead and fire up the engines there. And here we go. So let's move up the throttles. We'll go ahead and go to, I think this would be half ahead, but it doesn't look like any of the telegraphs in here actually work. Oh, they seem to work. I think they're a little bugged, because as you can see, they barely move at all. Yeah, that's a bit strange, but yeah, we're on the move. I think this has got to be one of the largest ships I've taken a look at in Vehicle Simulator so far, and it looks really nice. It's really well done in-game, and obviously there will be a download link in the description, and it is also free. So yeah, if you have Vehicle Simulator, you can go ahead and grab this free in the description below. So yeah, so as you can see, we are passing the aero gantries right now, and that is an impressive sight there. That looks awesome. Now, there's also something cool that comes with this download. It does have a sinking simulation, which is interesting because obviously since it wasn't built in real life, it never would have a chance to sink or even be scrapped for that matter. So yeah, alright, so I actually have to control it from this little control panel down here because as you can see, it's a little hard to control it while you're looking at the helm at an angle. So yeah, alright, that should be good. So we'll go ahead and put the rudder at 0 there, and we'll go ahead and close that, and we should be set. So yeah, there we go, and this looks awesome. Now, I do have to say that stern does remind me a little bit of the Queen Mary's and Queen Elizabeth stern, because obviously it has that shape to it. I can't really describe that. I mean, I don't think any of us can really describe that, but if you can somehow describe that stern, leave a comment below. Now, looking on the decks, I immediately notice that large skylight, actually 2 skylights between the funnels here, and those look awesome. Now, unfortunately, this ship does not have any interior, so that is quite sad, but it is really nice that we get to actually see the ship in-game. That is a bonus, of course. and there's a lot of vents and whatnot, as well as you've got the capstans and a bunch of other stuff like lifeboats and the Welland davits as well. So yeah, they're actually using the Welland davits on the deck here. So yeah. Now this ship also has tenders. You may remember seeing those on the Britannic, and the Oceanic III has them as well. So that is very cool. Alright, I think it's that time. We're going to go ahead and push this ship up to full speed ahead, and it looks like we're already traveling at 30 knots, so we're getting out of port very fast too. So yeah. Another thing that is also interesting on this ship is you have these really big windows here, and I can only imagine that inside this space would probably be a large opening, a large dining room, a large lounge, a grand staircase. I haven't looked at the deck plans. I don't even know if there's decent ones out there that are publicly available. If there are, I haven't seen them, so I'm just guessing at this stage. So if anyone knows what's behind these windows, let me know in the comments. And obviously this wouldn't be a vehicle simulator video without a propeller shot, so you can see all 4 propellers making their way into the abyss there. So yeah, very cool. Now this is just a beautiful shot. We got a sunset in the distance, we've got the Oceanic III making its way out to sea, and it really just combines to make this really beautiful sight here. And yeah, I really don't know what else to say, but this looks awesome. You can really get a sense of speed while in the bridge here. You can see how fast we're moving along the water here, and I actually want to see how fast we're moving. So it looks like we're actually moving at 35 knots, or it could be miles per hour. Don't quite know what the speed gauge is set at here. But yeah, we are moving very quick. The one vibe I am getting from this ship is Queen Mary. I don't know why. It might be that stern or the superstructure at the back of the ship, but it just feels like a Queen Mary style ship with that 1920s flair, because obviously the Queen Mary is 1930, so yeah. Here's another impressive shot of the Oceanic III making its way towards the open ocean, and as I mentioned before, there is a sinking for this ship, so we're going to go ahead and get right to it. So yeah, this is going to be pretty cool. I'm a bit interested to see what type of sinking this is. Now, before we get to the sinking, a lot of people have been asking me, where do I go to get Vehicle Simulator? Well, there is a download link on Steam. You can buy the game for $30. And yeah, it is on Steam, and all you have to do is just search Vehicle Simulator, and there you go. So yeah, that is how you get the game. Now, the ship has stopped. Something has happened, and the ship is taking on water. Reports are that it's in the port side of the ship, and she's going down by the bow. There may have been an explosion on board in the forward parts, in the cargo hold, so somebody might have been carrying some dangerous chemicals on board, but as you can see, the ship is rapidly going down. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like lifeboats are being launched, but as you can clearly see, the bow is getting closer and closer to the water with each passing second, and now the water is almost up to that open promenade area that you can see just under the forward superstructure. Looking aft forward, you can see that the ship is really going down, and now the anti-fouling is just starting to come out of the water. So probably the watertight doors have been left open throughout the ship because it seems to be sinking quite low in the water. There's not a lot of the stern coming out, but it looks like at this stage the bow is gone. Yup, the bow is fully underwater now, and it's creeping up inch by inch, actually foot by foot now, because it's sinking so quickly. And if we look aft, yeah, no lifeboats have been launched, and yeah, really hope that no one is on board. Doesn't look like there's anybody on board. As you can see, there's no one on the deck, so maybe the ship was scuttled. Who knows? Oh, wow, the power just went out there, folks. Yeah, she's going down fast now. Look at that. The water is up to that open promenade right there, and now onto the boat deck. Look at that. As you can see, she is rapidly going down. The bridge ring is about to be consumed by water, and it is really making its way aft now. Oh boy. Yeah, look at that. It is dropping. It is definitely dropping now. Let's go ahead and take a look at what the stern is looking like here, and it seems like it's still really low in the water. It hasn't really come out of the water whatsoever. So yeah, and as you can see, the bridge has just gone under there, and yeah, there she goes. She might just roll over here, it looks like it, but she's really, really shallow in the water. Uh-oh, now something's happening. Her stern is really coming out of the water now. You can see the propellers. Oh wow, yeah, something's happening. Yeah, this is the end for the Oceanic II. Her stern is finally coming clear of the water. Her props are all out, her rudder is out, and now she is rapidly going under. I'm pretty sure the water entering the funnels and right through those openings, the domes and whatnot that were there, those skylights, is causing tons of water to enter the ship, and she is just going right to the bottom, as you can see. Her last funnel is just about to go under. Yep, you can see it there. It is rapidly going under, and there she goes. She is plunging, and as you can see, she's going a bit vertical right towards the end, and we'll look at the decks as they go under here. She's also rolling over to one side, the port side, and yeah, there she goes. Rapidly going to the bottom at this stage. So there goes the Oceanic III. Very, very cool. Go ahead and check it out. The link is in the description to download it. And there she goes, heading right to the bottom. So yeah, that was very, very cool, and very, very historical as well. I learned a few things while making this video. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and a comment, and I'll see you next time, guys. Goodbye.